Good morning, class. Please all stand for our prayer. May I call on the president of the class to lead us? Please be seated and pick any trash, any paper around you. Now let's check the attendance. Do we have any absentees today? Alright, you are all present today. Please clap your hand. Before we proceed to our discussion, let's have first an activity. I have something in this box. Can you guess what's inside? Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's something that usually comes in a box. It's like when a man proposes to his girl, what the first thing he needs to have or what the first thing he needs to buy in order to have a successful engagement proposal to his girl. What the first thing he needs to buy? Yes, a ring. But in general, what kind of item is a ring? What kind of item is a ring? Is it a clothes? Is it a toy? Or something else? Yes, you're right. A ring is a jewelry. Now I have a question. How do people value jewelry or expensive things? How do those things make someone feel? So, if you have a jewelry, what would you feel? Yes, you will feel happy. What else? Yes, you're right. If you have a jewelry, you will feel rich. Thank you, class, for sharing your ideas. Now, I will show you what something in this box. It is a jewelry, but not a ring. Are you all ready, class? Okay, let's open it. What do you think is this? What kind of jewelry is this? Yes, a necklace. And this is connected to the story that we are going to discuss today. Now, what do you think is the story all about? Yes, for today's lesson, we are going to discuss about the Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. Before we proceed to the discussion, let's have first learn some words. These words will help us to understand the story better. The first word is tag. Second word is dowry. Third word is poverty. Please read the first word. So debt, it is means that borrowing money to someone. For example, if you take a loan or buy something without paying it right away, you are in debt until you pay back the amount that you borrowed. The next one is dowry. Dowry. It means um, it is the property or a money that the family of the brides give to the family of the groom. So it is a tradition to some cultures to help the couple to start with their life. The next word is poverty. It means being poor, um, being lack of resources like basic needs, foods or clothes. It means they can live with decent life. Now let's proceed to the story, The Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. The Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. Now let's read the first paragraph. Okay. Mathilde Loisel is a beautiful and charming woman who feels trapped in a modest life due to her unfavorable economic status. Married to a lordly clerk in the Ministry of Education, she lives a simple yet comfortable life but constantly dreams of wealth and luxury. She envies the lives of the wealthy and believes jewels and fine clothing are necessary for her to feel desirable. Her family had no dowry to offer when she married, which she sees as the reason for her unfortunate lot in life. So Mathilde Loisel is a pretty woman who feels unhappy with her simple life. She is married to a lowly clerk in Ministry of Education. So when we say lowly clerk, it means when we say lowly clerk, it is a person who works in office doing a record or receipts, but they only earn very little money. So Mathilde doesn't really want to marry him, Mr. Loisel, because she thinks that Mr. Loisel can't give her a luxurious life that she dreamed of. But she doesn't have she has no choice because her family doesn't have dowry to offer when she married. That's why she can't marry a rich man and she can't live with a luxurious life she dreamed of. Okay, please let us read the second paragraph. One day, Mathilde's husband brings home an invitation to a grand party, hoping to make her happy. Instead, she becomes upset, claiming she has nothing suitable to wear. Her husband sacrifices his savings, originally intended for a raffle, to buy her a dress. Still unsatisfied, Mathilde laments her lack of jewelry. Her husband suggests borrowing something, and her wealthy friend, Madame Forrester, lends her a stunning diamond necklace. So one day, the husband of Mathilde Loisel gave her or bring a invitation to her to a grand party. But Mathilde Loisel feels upset because she has um she has nothing beautiful dress to wear. That's why her husband uses all his savings to buy her a fancy dress. But Mathilde Loisel still unsatisfied because she has no jewelries to wear to grand party. But Mr. Loisel doesn't have money anymore because she uses all his savings to buy her a fancy dress. That's why Mr. Loisel suggests that she can borrow a jewelries to his rich friend, which is Madame Forrester, and then Madame Forrester let her lend her diamond necklace. Next paragraph. At the party, Mathilde is a center of attention, reveling in the admiration she receives. However, upon returning home, she realizes she has lost the necklace. Despite their desperate search, it cannot be found. To avoid humiliation, the couple decides to replace it. They purchase a similar necklace for 36,000 francs, plunging themselves into debt. So at the party, Mathilde Loisel is the center of attraction. She received a lot of compliments from the people around the party. But when she returning home, she realized that she has lost the necklace. So they searched for it, they looked for it anywhere, and they didn't find it. That's why, to avoid humiliation, they decided to buy a similar necklace that cost 36,000 francs. If I'm not mistaken, it costs, if we convert it to peso, it costs 2,300,000 something. It's really cost a lot. That's why they plunged themselves into debt. Next paragraph. The Loisels spent the next 10 years in crippling poverty. They dismissed their servant, moved into a small apartment, and worked tirelessly to repay their debts. Mathilde's beauty fades, and she encounters Madame Forrester and confesses the truth about losing the necklace and the years of suffering it caused. Shocked, Madame Forrester reveals that the original necklace was a fake, worth no more than a fraction of a dowry. So the couple, Mr. and Mrs. Loisel, fall into a life poverty. They endure 10 years of hardship after replacing the necklace. And Mathilde Loisel, who is the pretty woman before, becomes a hardened woman. So she loses her beauty. And then one Sunday, Mathilde Loisel met Madame Forrester again, and then Madame Forrester didn't recognize her because her look before is very her look now is very different from her look before. That's why she didn't recognize her. And then Mathilde Loisel tells her the truth that the necklace that she borrowed, she lost it, and they just buy a similar necklace. And then Madame Forrester tells her that the necklace that she lost is just a fake and not worth anything. So, did you understand the story, class? Alright, for me to know if you really understand the story, I have a question for you. So, please read the question 1. How does Mathilde Loisel pride and unhappiness with her simple life affect her choices, and what does this show about her character? Anyone, class, who can answer this question? Yes, Miss Foliero. Yes, you're right. Mathilde Loisel pride makes her unhappy with her simple life. She wants to be rich. She wants to look pretty. That's why she borrowed a necklace. But, and then it shows her character that the most important for her is the appearance and not the D. So next question. What lesson can we learn from Mathilde Loisel's experience with the necklace and her desires for help? Anyone who can answer the question? Alright, Miss Ordas, what's your answer? Okay, very good. That's very good answer. Now, for your analysis, please please now for your analysis, please answer this in a short in please answer this in one per sheet of paper. You have only 5 minutes to answer this. Alright, you may now start answering this question. Alright, time's up, class. Please pass your paper. Alright, time's up, class. Please pass your paper whether you are finished or not. Okay, for your group activity, you have to create an alternate ending of the story The Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. So you have to create a new ending of the story. What if Mathilde Loisel feels contented with her life? What if she didn't borrow a necklace? What will happen? Please create on new ending of the story. You have 5 minutes to create, to finish the task. Alright, time's up. For your assignment, you have to write essay by answering this question. Do material things make people truly happy? Okay, before we end, I want you to remember this, that we have to be contented on what we have. We have to be happy and we have to be honest. That's all, class. I hope you learned something from today's discussion. You may now dismiss.